final date of this tour right here in this building.
Yeah, the AT&T Stadium right here, baby.
Every woman loves that song, and I thought it would be the complete opposite. I thought they'd go, oh, that pervert.
I can't feel like my leg. I just like, I'm all numb right now.
This week on Headline Country, the King gets set to ride away on the last leg of his final tour in true cowboy fashion. Brett Eldredge and I make good on a promise to fly from the sky. Justin Moore sits down to chat about new music and his hometown throwdown in Arkansas. And the band Perry proved they're far from done celebrating #1 hits. Plus the new face and voice of Sunday Night Football.
Are you going to actually use it this time? Because if not, I'm going to give you a half-ass version. What's up, guys? I'm Justin Moore. Headline Country starts right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stormy Warren from Gaston's White River Lodge in beautiful Lakeview, Arkansas. Welcome to Headline Country. This truly is a sportsman's paradise. A perfect place for Arkansas native Justin Moore to celebrate the release of his brand new album titled Off the Beaten Path. Why? Well, believe it or not, we are. Now we're going to get to Justin in just a little bit, but first we begin with big news from the King. George Strait held court inside the home stadium for his beloved Dallas Cowboys alongside Cowboys owner Jerry Jones to make an announcement as big as Texas.
Mr. George Strait.
So the final date of this tour right here in this building.
Yeah, the AT&T Stadium right here, baby.
Look over your shoulder there. Has your name ever been that big?
I doubt it, no. No, it's as big as it gets right there.
This stadium has got some special memories for you already. You were the first event ever held here. Do you remember that day?
I remember it well, rolling up here and seeing it for the first time. Pretty impressive. And we came in to do sound check that day, and there was still some construction going on. So we actually had to wear hard hats while we did the sound check.
Is it only fitting that you close out your final tour in this building?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I'm a huge Cowboy fan, so it kind of fits.
I've been a Cowboy fan for my whole life. My dad was, I am, my son is, and I'm be working on my grandson.
All the dates have been announced except this one. It's kind of interesting to just have that date kind of dangling out there. You get to decide when that final show is.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be next summer sometime. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, knowing that it's going to be my last, I'm sort of not.
You don't want it to come?
Not really.
The credits roll and the show is over and I see all the parts I played.
You got a lot of friends coming out and joining you on stage this part of this final leg. I mean, it's a who's who list. It's pretty impressive.
We have a lot of friends that I've made over the years, and some that I don't know that well, but actually have admired, and so glad that they're going to join us out there. It's going to be the first time I've ever, gone out with different people each night or each weekend. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully we'll get together on stage and do something together with everybody.
It'll make each night unique.
It will.
Give it all we got tonight.
You had a big announcement in Nashville. 5 more albums with your record label. That's not a small contract. That's a big renewal. That's a big commitment.
Well, they felt sorry for me. They didn't want me to be homeless, because I would feel homeless if I didn't have a record deal.
What are your plans for these 5 albums? Is there anything special about these albums, or is it just going to be more just what you've...
I don't know, Stormy. It's just the great thing is I can pretty much, do whatever I want.
It's called the Cowboy Rides Away Tour, but just to clarify yet again, you're not going away.
I'm not. No, I'm not. If I find those kind of things that I really want to go do, I'll go do them.
Because you can.
Well, I hope so. Because I don't want to quit. I'm not really wanting to quit yet. I'm just not really wanting to go out on the road anymore.
It was a good beginning here, and it's going to be one hell of an ending.
Stay tuned for the final date to be announced at AT&T Stadium. The final leg of the Cowboy Rides Away Tour kicks off January 9th in Louisiana. We'll be right back.
Coming up, a little visit to Hog Country with Point-at-You singer Justin Moore.
Welcome back to Headline Country from Gaston's White River Resort in Lakeview, Arkansas, where Arkansas native Justin Moore has been busy thanking his radio and industry friends by spending a little time with us off the beaten path, which just so happens to be the title of his most ambitious album yet.
If they want to see my sweet side, my soft side, my best side, I just point at you.
Point all you want, Justin Moore has no problem making an ass out of himself or singing about them for that matter. In fact, the 29-year-old father of two is celebrating his infatuation with a shout out on his latest album to two of his biggest inspirations.
Oh, you're a little bit of J-Lo, a little bit of Kim Kardashian. It's big, it ain't tiny, I'm digging that honey, it's a classy one.
The funny thing about it is, my wife and every woman loves that song, and I thought it would be the complete opposite. I thought they'd go, oh, that pervert. The women are the ones that love that song. It was really my intention to write another I Could Kick Your Ass kind of song, which we had on our first album. We've had a couple of, I guess, comedic type songs on albums past, and our fans love them, so I think it's important to our career to keep doing those types of things.
Those watermelons you got shoved in your pants make me want to take a bite when you dirty dance. 36, 24, 39.
People ask me how I came up with a bridge to that song. We were on the bus and writing a song. I Googled Kim Kardashian's measurements. That's where they came from. Very impressive, Miss Kardashian.
From the cheeky "I'd want it to be yours" to Justin's personal favorite, "That's How I Know You Love Me."
You found a way to trust me, despite the broken pieces of me. That's how I know you love me.
Moore pushes his musical boundaries with a collection that's, well, a bit off the beaten path.
I didn't go cut an album that's going to cross over by any stretch of the imagination, but, with the success of songs like Till My Last Day and Point at You now and stuff like that, I kind of found out we can go a little bit that direction, and fans and the industry will go with us.
And fans are equally as excited as the lead-off single Point at You continues to boast big numbers on the charts.
That's exactly how you draw it up for the first single off an album. We've been very fortunate that now all three of our albums, we've had a really strong lead single, to kind of raise the awareness and let people know that we're coming with a new album. And it's going over great live, and we're looking forward to, seeing how well it'll do.
And for Justin, part of stepping it up meant stepping outside of familiar territory. Singing with Charlie Daniels and his first ever duet with Miranda Lambert are just a few of the album's highlights.
'Cause old habits die hard.
I've never been uninterested in doing a duet, but it's never been something that I just was bound and determined to do. It just kind of happened with this song. We go, golly, we got to get Miranda on this. We're great friends, and I have a tremendous amount of respect and admiration for her as an artist, as an individual, and for her to be a part of this was really, really cool. And I've cut a lot of really country songs. I don't know if I've cut a more stone-cold country song than that right there.
And when it comes to gaining his own respect and admiration, Justin admits the process has at times been a little slow.
We've flown under the radar my entire career. At times, in all honesty, it's frustrating, I'm not the type of artist who has gone out and won awards and been nominated for awards and done all that stuff, which is fine. I didn't get into this business to win awards, but you look back and you go, we've put 2 albums out and they both gone gold. We've had 3 #1 singles, and we're headlining arenas. It's really not all that bad, Justin. And if we're one of those artists that flies under the radar for whatever reason, then so be it. You know, some of the biggest artists in this genre have done that in their career, and they didn't happen overnight per se. You know, you look at Eric, Kenny, Toby, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So if we have their careers down the road, I'll be a happy man.
Girl, I point at you.
Off the Beaten Path is the title of the album. You've just heard about the music. Now let's hear how Justin Moore is celebrating the launch. Where are we?
I don't really know.
Way off the beaten path.
Yeah, way. We're actually in Lakeview, Arkansas at Gaston's Resort. Been here for a couple days now, and it's gorgeous, man. I went out and caught 20 fish this morning in, I don't know, an hour and a half. We've had a lot of fun, man.
That's cool. You got radio friends, you've got industry friends out here. The people you wanted to really celebrate the launch of this album with.
Yeah, you know, this is my third time to do this. Not that makes me an old pro or anything, but I've become more comfortable with it and become more comfortable calling more of the shots. And you know, last time we put an album out, they stuck me in the middle of Central Park on that, what they called a lake, but it was a pond, and didn't let me fish. And I said, this time we're going to actually fish. And so I'm going to bring some folks that I like spending time with. My mom and dad are here. My little girls and my wife are here. And this is who I am. It's what I'm all about.
I'm doing a show here off the beaten path. You can't do this in a big city.
Yeah, I've asked everybody that's gotten here over the last couple of days where they flew into, because everybody flew in somewhere else. And
it's not an easy place to get to, but it's worth it once you're here, trust me.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous up here. I love it. If I didn't have family in Central Arkansas, I'd live up here.
It's a beautiful spot. Thanks for having us out here, and congratulations on Off the Beaten Path.
Thank you, buddy. Always good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm thinking I'm going to stick around here for a while. Go fishing. We'll be right back. Still to come, Carrie Underwood trades in her hockey jersey to become the new face and voice of Sunday Night Football.